One Piece theory. One Piece theory.
Anime series viewership has more than quadrupled after the pandemic started in 2020. As many new fans got into this amazing and magical world of anime, they got addicted like the rest of us and picked their favorite. Some got into series like Attack on Titan, some on Demon Slayer, and obviously most of them got hooked on the big three. And with the new wave of fans, the debates didn't decrease in the slightest. In all honesty, they got more stupid. I swear I once saw a guy on a Facebook group calling One Piece mid just because all females got a huge balcony. I don't care how you view Oda's art, but what kind of man are you not to appreciate huge bazonkas? Anyways, the One Piece community got just as much hate as Bleach and Naruto, if not more. And even though we as fans can defend Luffy on many things, we can't disagree with them when they call him dumb. I mean, let's face it, Luffy is ridiculously stupid. The guy would literally give up the best looking woman in existence for meat. We are talking about the guy who couldn't recognize Foxy on his trashy disguise. The guy who literally doesn't remember people, who tried to kill him just a few episodes ago. Is there even a need for me to continue? He is just dumb, stupid. But us coming to peace with this fact opens up to a whole other discussion. How strong would Luffy be if he wasn't stupid? Just think about it for a second. It is true that Luffy came up with amazing gears and combat tactics because of his stupidity and naivety, but still the losses wouldn't outweigh the gains of him having a full-sized working adult brain. To understand my point, we will first begin with his devil fruit. Devil fruits in One Piece are probably the most important factor in judging a character's strength. That and maybe haki, and the more a character gains understanding of their fruit, the stronger they become. A good example of this is Luffy. He might be dumb in general, but when it comes to fighting, he is a genius. He was smart enough to use his body heat into accelerating his speed and the development of his second gear. Eventually, he learned how to grow the size of his limbs to counter Oars, who was pretty much gigantic. And after learning haki from Roger's first mate, he mixed the two and came up with Gear Fourth and its diverse subforms. You obviously are well aware of these facts, but the reason why I'm mentioning them is his final gear. Gear Fifth was a form totally different and something rarely seen in anime. The power to make truth out of imagination. I know you guys are better versed in anime than me, so you might probably know a character with similar powers, but I personally never seen something that even comes close to it. We saw him turn parts of Kaido's body into rubber, be immune to fire attacks, grab lightning, and be the same old Luffy messing around. At first I was so immersed to it, and didn't pay attention to how much it made sense. But when you really think about it, Luffy has always been able to do things foreign to rubber properties, like how he is able to use fire attacks like Red Hawk and Red Rock. Or an even better example of it would be Gear Fourth, Snake Man. Rubber sure can accelerate speed, elasticity, and flexibility, but turn your limbs into actual snakes? That's certainly power of his imagination. It's very amazing to realize that Oda has been pushing Luffy to Gear Fifth for a very long time. He truly is a genius, and as a fan, I look forward to the day Luffy realizes his true power and fully utilizes it. Comment rest in peace for his opponents in advance. As for the final part of this video, we are explaining what would happen if Luffy realized his power. The current Luffy can do things like grab lightning, because he thinks he has always been able to, and even though his turn imagination into reality is in display, he still only uses gum-related attacks. The reason for that is because he still thinks he ate the gum fruit, but the moment he realizes the true identity of his fruit is hito no mythical Nika, he will start using his powers into a much more Luffy-like way, and you can be sure that it will give birth to some amazing attacks and combos. In the fight with Kaido, he just tapped into this power and still managed to defeat an emperor strong enough to obliterate an entire country with one attack. So Boruto fans, he indeed will become planetary once he fully masters this power, and the days of your alien goofballs being stronger than Luffy will end. But cheer up, who knows? Maybe Luffy will imagine Boruto to be good and you might gain some relevancy. After all, even such wild imaginations can be turned reality by Luffy.